In 1959, Carl Hahn, the president of VW's U.S. subsidiary, contracted the Doyle-Dane-Bernabach ad agency to promote his little Volkswagen Beetle. Unfortunately for him, at the time Americans were in a deep love affair with the large and stylish vehicles coming out of Detroit, Michigan. So how is the Doyle-Dane-Bernabach agency going to sell a small, cheap, and funky-looking foreign car to the American public? Luckily for Carl Hahn, Bill Bernabach was one of the most innovative and influential ad men of the 1950s. And in 1959, the Think Small ad campaign was created and quickly became one of the most influential and creative ad campaigns of all time. This was one of those 1959 Beetles that was a direct beneficiary of that ad campaign. What was before a small German car that was thought up by a fairly uncommon man named Adolf was now adored by the American public. Albeit not that fast, because back in 1959 this only made 36 horsepower. The American cars coming out of Detroit were still outgunning it in that department, but it was small, funky, and it put a big smile on your face. And today, Christopher and I get to drive this one, and I'm excited about it. So let's get right to it.
Hi everybody, I'm Christopher. The guy behind the camera usually is Jake, but there he is right there.
Yes.
And this is Fast Lane Classic Cars. And this is a 1959 Volkswagen Beetle. I wouldn't really call it fast, but I definitely would call it a Beetle. It's got 1,200 cc's and a whopping 36 horsepower?
Yes, up from 1958, I believe. 1959 went from 30 to 36 horsepower.
Incredible.
So this is a fast car. Not really.
It's like that version of the Miata.
Yes, but it's a funky little car and it puts a big smile on your face when you drive it. So who cares how much horsepower you have?
Think small. That's what their little thing was, right? Their advertising. Think small, and then Lemon was in 1960. They called it a Lemon. So funny, but it wasn't. It's actually an air-cooled car, and those little engines are pretty great.
Yeah. Let's see, pale blue exterior, front and rear overrider bumpers. These big old chrome bumpers front and back. They look absolutely fantastic. I love this blue on this car.
Pale.
Especially with the wooden roof rack. I think it goes very nicely with it. Let's see, what else do we have? Ivory vinyl bucket seats on the inside. 15-inch steel wheels with chrome hubcaps. That's an inch larger than the wheels on my Prelude. So this is a luxury vehicle. Let's see, period correct roof rack like I just mentioned. VW mud flaps. Awesome. This interior is in great condition.
It is
wonderful. I love the
wonderful.
ivory seats. It looks really good. You got the ivory shift knob in there as well. Massive steering wheel. Really no gauges. You have a speedo. And you have lights for oil pressure and stuff, but that's basically it. You have a radio. I think it's just AM. Let's see.
I think it is.
Yeah, you got a radio in here, I believe, just AM and ashtray. And that's basically it for the amenities in the Volkswagen Beetle. But they're so fun to drive, and they're so quirky and cool looking, and I love them, especially in the 50s and 60s are my favorite era for these Beetles. Look at
gas
that.
tank.
That gas tank looks new.
Yeah, and we still have gas in it. We checked it with a flashlight.
Yes, you just open the cap and you can look right down in there and
Isn't that a full-size spare?
check your gas. It does look like a full-size spare. It looks like we have the jack or the tool right here as well.
Yep.
Really nicely done trunk area in the front, or frunk, I guess
Frunk.
you could call it, because the engine's in the back.
That's weird.
How kooky is that?
It's
But yeah,
just
this
weird.
thing's really nice condition. Sounds good, runs good. I'm ready to drive it. It's a little cold today, so we're gonna have to bring our coats, but
We are bringing our coats.
I'm excited to drive this thing. What about you?
Let's do it.
Let's hear it. We're doing it live.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
We're now inside of the Beetle. Very nice. You may notice, if you're a keen-eyed viewer, we're not wearing the same clothes as we were in the introduction of this video, and that's for a good reason. You might have noticed in the B-roll, it was snowing the day we shot that.
It was.
And we thought we were gonna get out ahead of it, you know? Because it was like 10 degrees that day too. But by the time we were ready to actually drive the Beetle, the snow had started to accumulate, and then days went by before we were even able to really drive anything.
It was a total disaster.
This is a couple days later. The Beetle just sat there and waited, patiently.
Oh no, oh no. I'm
But
going
we're
this
ready
way.
to go now. And we're in the little blue Beetle. And I'm excited. Because we got dusk. It's now like 60 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful.
So we're not
here.
driving this thing in the freezing cold. You in third?
Shall we?
Yes. Oh, you're in first still.
Second.
Oh, that was second.
Oh, come on, baby.
Yeah, it only makes, what did we say, 30-something horsepower?
36.
36.
And that was in it today.
So on this,
That was an incline.
on that incline in third gear, you're doing about 30. If you floor it, maybe it'll get up to 31.
I love your play-by-play.
But you're really not doing much more than that. But you just have the biggest grin on your face the whole time, so it doesn't matter.
It's a cool little car.
It's so much fun.
It
I think
is fun.
this is a vent here. Not sure what it does. It pulls. You might want to stop for these vehicles here.
Wow, my feet are so big.
Yeah, you kind of touch multiple pedals at the same time. If you're like this guy and have massively
feet.
wide ogre feet.
Huge feet. They're ogre feet. I'm like Shrek. Green though.
And it's also rush
I
hour.
thought this would be so much easier up here.
No, it's
I'm a
worse.
liar.
It's rush hour. We're waiting for people and things and cars to go into the roundabout.
He's taking it at speed, ladies and gentlemen.
10 miles an hour. There's second gear.
Here we go. We're almost at 20. I'm about to
And
shift.
Shifting into third. 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, we're cruising now, everybody.
Heck yeah, we are.
We'll be in fourth soon, and I'll be flat out.
You know, it's a tiny car, but I'm not touching you.
No, I'm not touching you either.
Two full-grown adults can fit in the front seat of this thing.
Germans are big people.
The seats are actually pretty comfy.
I'm actually very comfortable in this car. I'm rolling the window up because hearing. Oh my!
I
think I'm
enjoy
at
the
top
seats.
Speed.
Yes, are you in fourth?
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
good. Yeah, we're doing about 50. You could push it further, but the engine's kind of just screaming. You don't need to. And
don't want to.
this road, the speed limit's 50 anyway.
Yep.
We do have a radio down here. You got buttons on it for stuff. I think is that AM? AM radio.
No.
You got an ashtray
Oh.
in case you want to take up
Do
smoking.
we have a lighter?
I'm sure there's a lighter somewhere.
Maybe just put it against the engine.
I don't know. This does the wipers.
Hey.
Look at that. I think it's just one speed.
One speed.
On or off?
On.
But if it's raining, on. If it's not raining, off.
Off.
You got a big old steering wheel and the little cap in the middle. It's got that cool logo that the old Beetles had. It's kind of like a bridge with two towers on either side and some sort of dog in the middle.
It's like a bridge over troubled waters.
I don't really know why, but it does. The shifter, very classic, super long throw, little ball at the top. You got a nice headliner in here that's not droopy. And you do have back seats. You could fit children back there or somebody, I'm sure, Lieutenant Dan, but they're not massive. It's probably not easy to get back there.
No, can you imagine?
Through the door. There's a strap here for some reason. I guess you can handcuff the person you kidnapped to.
Why would you do that? Oh,
I think it's just to grab onto for the people in the back in case you have to brake. I also have one on my side. And a little hook. You could hang your tailored suit or your dry clean suit in here. The Germans, I'm sure, did that back in the day.
Sure they did.
In your little Beetle, so that it doesn't get all wrinkly on the way home. Isn't
People
that
do
nice?
smile at it. People
We also
are
have
smiling.
a quarter window
We do.
that opens with this little lever that I can't move. I got it.
Look at you go.
Very nice. You have a speedometer. It goes to 80 miles an hour. Good luck doing that.
Must be a real steep hill.
Yeah, downhill, that is,
Oh yeah.
with a tailwind.
You know what this is? What we're coming up to?
A bean test.
It's a bean test, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to feel all 36 beans that this car has.
Oh my God! I just dropped the clutch, baby.
You know,
It's not-
first gear's peppy.
it is.
Second gear, there's a limited amount of pep. Third gear, the pep is gone. There's still a little bit. We're getting up to 40. Wow, we're getting up to 40.
Ooh!
This time I can
We're
confidently say that was 35 miles an hour.
And we're
Not
lucky
much
to
more.
get there.
Not much more.
Champion amongst champions. At this
Yeah,
car.
you could just about drive this on an American highway. But again, if you're going up an incline, you're going to start fading back a little bit. Stay in the slow lanes then.
Yeah. I don't know about all that highway
But
business.
side streets,
Right. You own the side streets.
windy
ladies and
roads,
gentlemen.
this is
Oh,
a
fun.
blast of a car.
It's a hoot and a holler.
A hoot and a holler, both of those things.
I can't wait for you to do the old Beanerino test.
Oh, the flybys?
Oh my God. It's
Yeah,
gonna be the
I'll
most
be
fun.
flying by.
It'll be a 15 to 20 minute thing.
Yeah, about 27
Oh,
miles an hour.
Gosh. Oh, jeez.
I love the Beetle though.
I do love it. It's great. It's what it is. You
No
know?
one said it was fast, but I have more fun
No.
driving these than most of the stuff we have.
Yeah, because we're making it work.
Yeah, we are.
We're
You ready to
making
do
it
some flybys?
Are you?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go. There's another German car. Mach Schnell, baby. I think the coolest thing is those mud flaps. Looks great. Don't put too much luggage, not heavy luggage. I mean, it'll hold it up there, it just takes away from the speed. Nice shift. Third gear. Give it all you got, lad!
Oh, hey!
Well, how was it, Jake?
You know, I found that if you rock your body like this back and forth, it makes it go slightly faster. First gear takes off like a shot from a gun. Second gear, you're kind of just cruising. There's really no power left. But it's so much fun. I couldn't stop smiling the entire time.
You do.
Because it's just a hilarious thing.
I was worried about you making that turn because I saw cars coming. I'm like, oh, Jake, please don't jump in front of them.
No, but the turning circle though, fantastic.
It's incredible.
You could turn this thing on a dime. The brakes work great. I mean, it still probably has all 36 of its horsepowers, but
Sure
it wasn't
it does.
that many back then. Everything works. You got the wipers and stuff that are still pretty nice. Oh, the GoPro's up there. Whoops. But yeah, this thing's awesome. You ready
All
to
right,
take it back?
let's go.
Let's do it.